$100,000. First place finisher, number 1 in point.
Hey, fire out here. Can't sauce.
Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Sorry it's been a hot minute, but we've just been busy over here at the shop. This is going to be a video about the round 1 recap, which didn't go so hot. So basically, to start off with, we had some issues with the trailer that we had to sort out. That didn't get done till like the night of the event, or the night that we had to leave for the event. After we got that sorted, we came to the shop to like 3 a.m. both nights. Got everything loaded up, everything seemed good. The car was checked out. Nothing was wrong with the car at the time. And then we pull up for Thursday practice, or no, it was Friday practice. We pulled in Thursday.
The headlights fit inside the headlights now. They fit inside of the headlights.
And we just ended up having a lot of clutch issues. Like, we would go out and the first lap it was okay until like we got midway through the run, and basically the car just shut off. And that was the very first lap. We really didn't know what was going on, and so we had Ernie and them go through it, and they found out the master cylinder wasn't like letting the clutch bleed. So they thought we had it fixed, go back out, car was shutting off again. So we made, I think, like a lap and a half on Friday. Come Saturday, they spent all night Friday trying to get the car running.
He's shy. All right, now as for an update here. See, we've been fighting the car for 2 days straight now. We ain't made a single lap, but I think I got it figured out. And we're going to get out there. We're going to try to qualify first.
And it just kind of did the same thing. So we went out for practice. I put the clutch in, go to first, it'd pop out and just roll forward like there was really no clutch. And so to save the car, we brought it back in. Kept trying to bleed it, but we didn't have another master cylinder, which is really the big issue. And so Ernie was mastermind, just trying to get through it, trying to think of different things. So once it came to qualifying, we were able to put down one run, which really didn't even count because it started raining and pouring, and welcome to Florida. And so once we got through qualifying, it was raining, and then they ended up doing kind of like a random bracket, and we got an OMT, which we didn't have to run on Saturday. And so we went,
Buy run.
Yeah, it was a buy run. OMT, buy run, same thing. Come Saturday, we are about 5-6 battles away from our battle, which was, I think, the last battle. And Ernie gets in the car. We thought everything was good. Clutch starts doing the same thing. They ended up, Ernie, did you take out the trans that time?
Yep.
So you took out the trans again for what, the
5th time.
5th time?
Yeah. Because lately here in Florida, ain't nobody going anywhere but this month.
But they don't adopt, like you said, for tax like every other.
And so the battles are coming. Like, we thankfully got a little bit of a break. I think someone wrecked. And so we got pulled up to the line. I'm about to go in a burnout box, put it in first, and meanwhile I'm over here trying to keep the clutch bled. I'm just pushing it, and same thing, put it in first, it just shoots forward. So I'm like, whatever, we're gonna send it. We're against Sabio, and we're leading first. So we go in the burnout box. Everything feels okay because I'm driving. And I pull up to the line, and this is what really kind of happened was I try to keep everything like synchronized, so everything's the same every single time. And normally I start off in second. This time I put it in first in case the clutch didn't go, it wouldn't stall itself. So put it in first, second, third, fourth, so I added one shift into the initiation, and when I did, I think I just overshot it a little bit. And meanwhile, the clutch is slipping, and then just went into the wall. Kind of rode off our weekend there, but ended up shutting off anyways towards the end of the run. So that was our weekend. We went and had fun at Top Golf. Came home, got a new master cylinder in, went through the clutch, and then we went to NOLA for just like a fun little drift day on the skid pad. And the first lap out, the trans goes. So we as in Ernie and Zach, shout out to Zach, swapped the trans at NOLA. Car feels fine for now. I think we have it all sorted out. We'll see, and then we'll be out for round 2. And I'll let Ernie hop in. Maybe he can give you a little bit more insight about what really happened mechanically. I just know that it was a headache all weekend for everybody. So.
Well, we got the car wrapped, new kit, went through everything. Everything was good. Loaded it up on the trailer. Clutch kind of felt a little meh when we loaded it, but we get off the trailer. When we get there, clutch no longer works. So we're like, well, that sucks. So start going through everything. I adjusted the clutch. I knew I had 200 thousandths clearance on my throttle bearing on the air gap, which is range you're supposed to be 175 to 200. If I err on the large side, not a big deal. It could still go more than that if you wanted it to. But got all that done, lost clutch. Tried to bleed it, couldn't get it, kept introducing air into the system. So looked around, nobody had a clutch master cylinder that we needed. So I end up basically moving my pedal position, because inside the clutch master cylinder you got a couple orifices with some O-rings. So I moved it way out to where he had to pick his foot up like way higher than normal, but it moved that location to where the master cylinder stopped introducing air in the throw.
And to give you a reference about that, it felt like a damn foot e-brake when you're in a truck. So like you're just all the way up here, your gas, brake, and this one's way up.
Well, normally your clutch and your brake pedal are pretty even. His clutch pedal was up here somewhere. But we were doing what we had to do to get out. We made a qualifying lap. I put a new clutch in it, checked all my throws, checked all my gaps. Everything was in spec. It worked-ish enough to get through the run. When we get back, you know, we kind of celebrated. We're like, whatever, the car works. I don't want to touch it. It's working. We'll get through the weekend. We can make it better when we get back. Well, that was a mistake. So we ended up going home, ate dinner, rested up, played some pool at the Airbnb. Got back to the track. We were all relaxed. We put the kit on it. We washed it. We made it look good. And I was like, well, let me go do a test hit on it and make sure that everything's happy. I go to move it out of the pit and it doesn't go anywhere. I was like, well, that's awesome. So Super Ernie kicked into mode right at about that point. So got the car up on jack stand, started delegating tasks to everybody as nicely as I could. Sometimes I'm not nice in those situations. Got the trans pulled back out of it, inspected the clutch. Clutch still looked brand new. Everything was the way it's supposed to be. I played with my air gap 2 or 3 times, and it would the clutch would grab and then it wouldn't grab, or you could like feel the disc disengaging poorly. So I don't know if something happened, and that we actually have it sent off right now. That clutch, maybe something happened with the fingers to where it wasn't disengaging smoothly, and not 100% sure. Like I said, ACT is going to take it and put it on their clutch dyno whatever they got in there. I don't know how that works. I do have another clutch in it. It's working the way it's supposed to do it. Everything's working great. We put our, like you said, we blew up our trans. So I don't know what happened to it. It was a little low on fluid. So I don't know if maybe that plays a role in it. And I don't know where the fluid went because it wasn't underneath the car. So I couldn't get the top hat off the dog box. So I just sent it over to Rick at RTS. He's a master at it. I'll let him deal with it. Took it off, or dropped it off with the RTR guys in Orlando this weekend, actually. So thank you, RTR guys, Jason Dixon, Clay, and all those guys. So got this other box in there, but we ended up getting that was a dog box that we had gotten rebuilt. I rebuilt at like 2 in the morning at LS Fest last year because I got a dog ring and slider pack from Rome. And it was just a little bit different, but I was like, whatever. GSRs are very sloppy transmissions. So we put it in there and it works, but you can kind of, if you go kind of half gear, it must be taking up a little bit of slop somewhere because you can hear the dog ring or the dog teeth hitting each other a little bit. So I got to get that pulled out again. I'm gonna send Rick the part numbers for what we put in there versus what I pulled out because I had him bring me the old ones. We save our old parts just in case, and I'll find out about that. But other than that, she should be pretty ready to go. Luckily for us, we still have 20-something per Gias, which is nice for his bank account. They're expensive and hard to get at the moment.
Thank you for watching, and then I think Alex has got a little outro. Come over here, boo.
Yeah, you know, we got a little banged up that round. A little banged up. Morally, physically, doesn't matter, but we're going to come out swinging.
I was emotionally banged up.
Yeah, emotionally banged up, but we're ready for next round. I hope you guys are. You're not going to be because we're freaking doing it.